So we've got our sounds, we've listened, we've come up with a solution of what we want it to sound like. Right? Now, how do we do it? How do we bring that sound to the stage? It seems obvious to us, but
it's a minefield, right?
it is, it really is.
Well, you've got the sounds, that's great, but literally, how do you get them into a machine? What pad do you use? Is that a trigger? Is it a hardware thing? Is it software? Is it MIDI? Like, it is a minefield, so we're going to get into it in this series, the next series of videos about the options that you have. Hardware, what options do we have?
There's hardware, I mean, there's modules that have sounds in them, modules that you can sample your own sounds into.
Yeah.
Those are great options. You can break those out with separate pads, different kinds of triggers on your acoustic drums. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to enhance your sound, which is you'll add more presence to a sound, add reverb. You can do that with triggering. Or are we layering sounds, which is taking the sounds that we've cut from the record or sourced from somewhere or made our own.
Like on a sound on top of a snare drum, for instance.
Exactly. You trigger your snare and you add that sound to the snare so that you can mix it in the live performance. And you can also expand on your existing kit by adding pads, adding triggers, adding things that you're going to be playing sounds separately.
Like in this song, we've got a clap and an 808, exactly, which is external to the acoustic drums that we're playing.
Yeah.
Like a bear at the wheel, slipping through my fingers, spinning my wheel.
MIDI as well. MIDI. I'm a MIDI guy. We're MIDI guys, right? We use MIDI all the time on the gigs that we work on because it just helps us with connectivity. And there are so many options that we can use. For instance, with a hardware device, you can sculpt and control all the nuances and sound of that. With MIDI, we can do that real time and control samples. But it also works both ways. Like with Ableton, you can have all your samples within Ableton in drum racks.
And with that, you can automate your sounds pretty easily without having to cycle through buttons or press things. It can be done for you on the fly.
Yeah, which is a real thing that we use all the time. But the other way around as well, you can just send MIDI from a laptop to your TD50 and change your patches. Always, musicality, we're creating things, it's the same process. The techniques and the things that we do are applicable across anything. If you get your head around this and explore it now, it'll stand you in good stead, whatever you do, right?
Yeah, absolutely.